This winter truly melted away so many beliefs that I gripped and held onto with a vengeance that I didn't even realize were basically stopping me from living my biggest life, my biggest dreams because the beliefs themselves look positive and they're rooted in a lot of positivity, but whenever you really like dig into the roots, into the surface, into what's left when there's no grass, there's no leaves, there's no blooms, and you look just at the bare surface of what you are believing. There was just a lot revealed to me this winter, and I kind of wanted to use this video to almost chapter book this season and lessons and just really give a lot of my appreciation to everything that I was able to realize and learn about myself this past winter. And one of them was like learning how to catch a spiral by the tail and actually alchemize it into a lesson and figure out what it's really trying to show me. And that was just such a huge turning point for me. Basically, in November, a spiral might still last weeks. I could feel uninspired. I could feel just like, oh, what am I doing? What am I planning? What am I like? It would just get to me. In January, the spirals were dimming down to like a few days, and I could catch it and like be like, wait, that's not how I want to feel. That's not how I want to think. In February, I feel like it was taking mere hours for me to catch a thought pattern that I didn't want to have anymore and be able to perceive it differently, which was really powerful. And I have so many videos that I did this winter with doses of these powerful realizations that I've had about myself and my creativity. And I feel like it wrapped up really potently around my birthday at the end of February. And the thing that has given me completely full permission to show up here and show up in my life exactly how I'm meant to and exactly how I'm supposed to was the realization of the notion that we all have unique gifts, unique innate gifts, and unique blind spots, unique things that like are just particularly difficult for us. And we all have different stories, different ways to approach things in our mind. And in return of like curating the way your mind approaches things, you literally can have a completely different reality than the person sitting beside you or a person even on a similar journey to you. And because of this specific uniqueness, there is actually nothing wrong with the ways in which you feel called to share something. There's nothing lacking with what's coming through for you specifically because we are all unique vessels for whatever to come through, for the downloads, for the realizations. And the thing that you're called to share might be something that feels difficult to you and you need extra explanations for yourselves about why. And that very thing could be like really simple and really easy for someone else. Okay? And that's fine. I think my biggest realization is that that's okay. It's okay that something is hard for me and easy for someone else because we all have these unique gifts. So there's been plenty of times I feel like I would stop myself from sharing what I wanted to share because I feared it just was too obvious. It was too easy. I was like, you know, not right for making this big revelation because what if this revelation was actually really simple? And it was really silly that I thought it was this bigger than life thing. And I don't like that. I don't like that I would feel that way sometimes and get in my head and let that inner critic come in and like tell me that my realization about myself wasn't important enough because it was easy. And the things that I'm meant to learn in this lifetime are not meant for me to feel like they're easy, and that's okay. It's okay, like, that it's easy for me to dream really big, to think at the finish line, to like picture all these big scenarios. But it's really hard to ground my vision into daily action and clarity. And someone else might feel completely the opposite. Like someone else could be fine with daily action and like working towards something, but lack what they're working towards, lack the ability to dream really big. And we can combine our powers and like for the greater good, like I'm going to learn so much from them in terms of how do I ground my vision into reality. And it's okay that I'm sharing in real time that that's my lesson. Like it's okay to be bad at something. It's okay to, yeah, just not feel really good at something and be like, hey, I really want to get better at this. This is what I'm trying. This is how I'm flowing through. This is how I'm creating my routines and my systems, and why these routines and systems are like maybe going to help me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how my brain works in this way. I'm trying routines this month, and honestly, they feel kind of boring. But I realize that, like, I literally just never stick to them long enough to make them fun. I just feel a little bored and I'm like, okay, that's out. And I don't want to be that way. I don't want to not give something an honest shot because I get bored and want to do all these big life things. It's like you want how big of a life and you can't even do the dishes every night. Like, I'm just really trying to be real with myself of like, if this is what you really want, like these are the foundational practices that you need in your life to like make them happen. And, you know, that's just my unique like how I made up. And the thing that really brought this into like actualization for me was that I got a birth chart reading, my first birth chart reading. For those who like or don't like astrology, it was really, really powerful and potent for me. I think everyone should get one, especially near their Saturn return. Like, I don't know. It made me it made me want to make a birth chart for all of my book characters because I'm like, oh, this just makes so much sense as to why I feel like certain things are hard, certain things are easy, what things in my chart are like, you know, granting other things in my chart access to break the rules and like get bored, and how that's just like basically blind spots and shooting myself in the foot a little bit sometimes when it comes to, oh, I really want this big thing. Like I can just see it so clearly now, and it's given me so much permission to, I guess, analyze that a little bit more and actually do something about it. And yeah, that's how I'm showing up now and how I'm approaching this month, and sort of just like my closeout to winter, to like the I guess thoughts of winter. Like I think so much in the winter. I feel like cooking and baking is definitely my like bodily rhythmic thing to sort of get out of my head a little bit in the winter, whereas in all the other seasons, it's walking outside, gardening. Like, I have a lot more to fill my time to where my thoughts aren't just constantly like there with me to be analyzed and looked over. So winter is just a really good time for that. And I'm really glad I like dove all into my thought patterns and my beliefs and really just got them down to the nitty gritty and was like, I don't want to believe that all the time, actually. I want to change that about myself. I want to, re-alter this way of thinking because it's just not working out for what I actually want to do. And I'm just like done with it. I'm done. I'm done with it. I just feel this I'm done with it energy towards everything that just wasn't mentally working out for me entirely. And I don't know, that just feels really good. And I'm really like, I loved this winter for that. And honestly, all these realizations have given permission to my inner critic to stop over analyzing how I share. And combined with all the lessons that you can find in my winter videos, like if you go to my inner studio, it's technically under like my podcast. I wouldn't say I run a podcast. I just love putting the videos like this in a little podcast folder. So if you want to just listen to them in like, the YouTube music, that's an option for you because they are just words. There's just visual, like fun over here. If you want to be entertained about like what I'm up to visually. But, you can find all of those videos there from the other lessons, like all that combined, enjoying the journey because the journey is literally all we have, accepting that your art doesn't have to be a masterpiece to still matter, finding your worth outside of the outcome of your art, finding the daily rhythm and moods of how you show up every day, and this final lesson of committing to what you want and not judging what you need to share because someone else might find it pointless. Someone else, it might change their whole world. It changed yours. Like that's kind of where I'm landing and how I'm feeling, and just a video I wanted to close out our little winter too. So, thank you so much for listening, and yeah, I will catch you all in the next video. Bye guys.